Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com here. Morning webcast for Jobs Report Friday, October the 8th. Let's start off daily chart. We talked about this whole consolidation range this week. They had the lower band ride. They lost it yesterday. You saw a pop as high as 44.21.5, and that coincides with this little trend line job that everybody seems to like to draw. But the reality is it all comes down to today. What is the reaction going to be to the jobs report, and where are we going to close relative to the daily mid-band, the 20-day? So we're above it now. It is sitting at about a 43.87.75, call it. So how we trade relative to that area and where we close relative to that area is going to be a very big deal today. Hourly chart. It was the tail really of a couple of days. You had the first part of the day where we went ahead and bought right off the open. 91.5 was our, 91.5 was our worst entry. I believe it was 92, and they ran that to the upside. Gotten a couple of nice trades, took out our proprietary level and took it up higher. So we basically were in a couple of longs. Then you had the second half of the day where we ended up in a couple of shorts. They could not convert. They could not hold 44.12, 44.10, 44.12 as an area. They took that back down and they played around at the roundie a little bit. They tried to bounce it there and they couldn't get that done. And then they took it lower. Right now we're running around with a risk marker at 44.02, which has been good for some setups in Globex. It's been good for our folks in Europe overnight. And but right now, they're really having difficulty with the 82 area underneath. So they were there about 5 in the morning. They did 82 quarter. We're trading 95 now. So jobs in about an hour and 15 minutes. It is 7:17 Eastern time as I am taping this. So 8:30 in the morning we'll get the jobs report. We'll see what the reaction is. Don't game it. Don't guess. I don't care if you stayed in a Holiday Inn Express last night. I don't care if you read Barron's every weekend. I don't care. I don't care if you're Jerome Powell's, pool guy. I don't care. Let it happen. There will be a reaction range. What we always do is there's a number. There's a reaction range. Same technique for the Fed. There's an upper and lower end of that range. We're either making higher lows or lower highs relative to that range. We either break out or break down relative to that range. That's what you want to trade. Not, it's 8:29 in 50 seconds. Well, I think it's going to do this. Well, nobody cares what I think or you think or what everybody thinks. Price is going to do what price is going to do. Let that happen. At that point, we're going to have to see. Does it take out 82? Can they get back below weekly pivot? But most of all, where do we close relative to the daily midband? All right, very briefly, I shared a couple of these yesterday. Here's your 5-minute chart. So you got VWAP coming in, 92, 5-minute midband to meet it. Your hourly mid's up there in the 96s. This is the daily midband here. So you can kind of visualize the whole thing here. Proprietary moving average, daily pivot 89. This 80, your pre-FOMC is 86. But really for me, 87, you can call it 86. 86 to 96, this zone with 92 and 82 at the edges. I'm sorry, with 44.02 and 82 at the edges. 20 handle zone, tighter 10 handles is going to have to resolve itself. You get on top of 02, you can go to 44.50 over the course of the next couple of sessions. You crack 82 and hold it. You get below the weekly pivot and hold it down at 60. Then you can bring it back in towards some of the areas that we saw earlier in the week. Maybe not today, but over the course of the next couple of sessions. Last two things before I let you go. People have been asking how the setups work in the room. What do they look like? What do they do? So I ran through this yesterday during the morning webcast, which actually ended up being a midday webcast because I was running around all morning out of pocket. 9:30, we bought the open. Long, 90. We risked 1.5, 91.5. Up we go. That was pretty cool. 11:20, I talked about our proprietary level here. Long against 10. Worst entry was 12. Got us a little bit. And that's where we left it off with the webcast yesterday. So what do we do in the afternoon? like I said, they couldn't get through the 12. We ended up shorting against 13. Worst entry 10.5. That was a nice little move down, but we got into this area here where it looked like it was trying to make a higher low. So we ended up getting long against O2, and we were looking for a big bounce. Didn't get it. We get stopped out even. But instead of sitting there and stubbornly fighting price, which a lot of people do, which we try very hard not to do, I went and printed the same damn setup twice. That's pretty funny. I'm back. I'm not going to go through all the bullshit of snipping it and putting on a chart or whatever. So what we ended up doing yesterday at 325, we come in and we say, okay, we can't get the long going. We'll get short. 1.5, worst entry even. And that was a nice one down. This is the one, this is the active setup right now. That O2 has been a pretty nice risk marker all day long. So look, I'm going to bug you with this stuff because I really think it can help people. I think it can help people in their trading, and I want to see people take advantage of it. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. Be careful with jobs. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Have a great weekend. Talk to you Monday.